Hi guys, we are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Cardi B calls out people who have misinterpreted her charges she received, I think it was back in 2019, for allegedly hiring men to throw bottles at off the cheats mistresses, okay? Now, she clapped back at a fan that said, I just want people to remember she sent grown men to beat on a woman over the same man, okay? So this is when she was going off the cheat. She says, enough with the lies. Where is the court papers? Does it say grown men touch any woman? Nowhere. Why would I send grown men when my B words get active? And they came out and said it themselves. My co-defendants were women. Y'all got that narrative from somebody that wasn't there, okay? Now, so she's still admitting to doing the crime. She said she didn't hire men. She hired women, okay? So there's a difference. She didn't hire men to throw bottles at off the cheats mistresses. She hired women to do it. So it's a big difference. She also said if it was because of a girl messing with my ex, then I would have about 30 cases on me, but that wasn't the issue, okay? I got into it with them outside a hotel and I ain't like their tone. Now, was it right thing to do? No, but I did the crime and I did the time. Now the case is over and I can speak my truth. Well, you didn't really do time. You got 2 weeks of community service. I don't really think you did time for the crime. I think, no shade of Cardi B, I feel like she should have done at least a year or two in jail, okay, for hiring people, whether it was women or men. I believe it was still men, to throw bottles at Jade, and I believe it was her sister, okay? Especially since now that Off the Cheat has completely disrespected you and got his new girlfriend in your house now, okay? And sending your tapes to your new man, Stefan Bottom Diggs. So I kind of think that you just don't have good judgment and you need to face the consequences of your actions, okay? But whether it was women or men, you still was wrong and you need to serve jail time for that, okay? 2 weeks of community service. I don't really think you fully learned your lesson, in my opinion. Now, moving on from that, did Ice Spice dump Riot? So Sauce Gardner, who plays for the New York Jets, he's a football player, I guess posted a pic with Ice Spice. A lot of fans are speculating that she has dumped Riot, who was the producer that she was sleeping with, you know, Riot on the Beat, or Stop Playing With Me, Riot, whatever it was called. He was the producer, basically, and they were dating. If you did not know, that was her man. And now it seems as though she got a new man. But I feel like this could be PR. I feel like it could be PR because I remember she tried to do the same thing with Central C. She tried to do the same thing with Central C. She tried to pop out with Central C, act like they were dating when they had that collaboration out. And the collaboration flopped. She threw Central C to the side. Now, moving on to Doja Cat, it looks like Ebro, the executive over at Apple Music, is seemingly calling Doja Cat out.
Eddie, you looking forward to this? Does this hit at the gym?
Nah, not really. Like,
so wait, Doja's not pop enough for you?
She cool. Like, she's really good at music. She just don't. I don't know, man.
Really?
Something about. I don't know, man. She just don't. Like, she does rap well. Like, she raps well. She does everything musically. She just don't. It seemed off with her in hip hop, man. It's like, yeah, you do the music part. Well, again, it's a conversation we always have. Like, there's rap and then there's hip hop. And Doja can rap. And she can, then we see the old videos where she's breakdancing. Like, she does the music stuff, right? But
you don't like the demonic stuff that threw you off.
The racial chat room showing feet. Like, I never really got over
back in the day.
Yeah, she don't really. You know what I'm trying to say without trying to say it. So I don't really. She's whatever.
She ain't black enough.
I didn't say that.
She too light skinned.
You can say that. I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm trying to narrow. I'm trying to just get specific.
It's the same thing people accuse Drake about. she does it more. And we just kind of let it slide.
It's just hard to pin her down. I don't know that I can say I understand who Doja Cat is as a person necessarily. You know what I mean?
When you say she does it more, does what more? The pop stuff? The singing stuff?
Nah, like the accusations of you ain't really in this. You're in this when it's convenient for you.
Now, Doja Cat has decided to clap back at Ebro. She said, I don't want to stand up for myself in regards to all of these lies being told because, to be honest, I don't think it will make a difference. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would. I've just learned to let ignorance be and let people learn and use their own discernment. If you watch the news and believe it all, what kind of person does that make you? I'm enough. My music is enough. My word is enough. Everything following that is everyone else's problem but mine. Okay? So that's what Doja said on Instagram. Now, I love Doja. Y'all know I ride hard for Doja Cat. But I do feel as though she does struggle with what identity she chooses to show. And I feel like also that goes based on who she's dating at the moment. When she was dating Jay Cyrus, she was very wild, going back and forth with her fans, looking crazy, looking worse than ever, no shade. And then now that she's with Joseph Quinn, she has toned it down a lot because he's a public figure and she's been wanting him for years. And she went back to basically the old Doja Cat, the normal, sane Doja. And she was in those racist group chats, okay? So those aren't lies. Okay, you were exposed for that like 3 times. So I don't know what lies is she trying to say that people are spreading about her. But I think that, Doja Cat does struggle with her identity a little bit. Like, what is Doja Cat? Some moments she don't want to be black. Some moments she do. Some moments she wants to act wild and crazy and go off on her fans. Other moments she wants to be sane and, act normal. One moment she's really demonic. Next moment she's not. Like, we don't really know Doja Cat's identity like that, okay? And obviously, she doesn't want to be boxed in musically, but what is your identity as an artist? And I think that's what people are struggling to see, and that's why people are not supporting her as much. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I copied Cardi B, who has put out, I think it was last year, the Like That freestyle, sampling Missy Elliott. And, I guess they had similar looks, between her music video and JT's music video. In my opinion, they don't really look remotely the same. I think, the fans are reaching. And I feel like people are going hard on JT because she doesn't have those connections with the female rappers in the game. Like Cardi B does. Like, she's not really cool with Megan like she used to be. She and Gorilla Glue, they made amends, but they're not necessarily friends. She don't have a relationship with, Sexy Red like that. I think the only person she probably cool with is D0JA, because they did that alter ego collaboration. But I think that's the main reason why people are picking at her. Okay? I think, a lot of the JT hate is unwarranted, is unnecessary. She's minding her business. She's not in any drama. She's putting out good records. Leave her alone. Now, R&B singer Eric Bellinger is seemingly called out because he basically insinuated that Queen B don't really write her music, which we kind of been in.
A lot of artists now, especially big artists, they have figured out some kind of loophole to get songwriting credits.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't be songwriting.
Oh, that's a lot.
So, yeah, talk about that.
Because the publishing is, it's where it's at. That's how you get your royalties. That's how you get paid, So if I write a song 100% and the artist cut it, they gonna for sure be like, hey, can I get like 10, 15%? And it started off with the Beyonce, like Beyonce is a vibe. Like she's getting published on whatever song, no matter what, because she's singing it and she's taking it there.
Right.
So I kind of learned that and was like, oh, okay, I get it, and I respect it.
Right.
Now, Eric, why did you have to throw Queen B under the bus like that? I mean, goodness gracious, can she catch a break every day? somebody talking about Queen B and it ain't in a good light. I know Queen B's publicist is pissed, but no shade to Yvette, she kind of lazy, okay? She probably one of the worst publicists out there because, girl, you haven't helped Queen B with her image all 2024, 2025. She been getting dragged through the mud. Where have you been? Okay, y'all not gonna do nothing. They trying to discredit Queen B, but low-key, no shade to Queen B, she don't write, a lot of her hit songs. No shade, she don't. And a lot of big artists move like that. It's the same thing with Champagne Thickums. It's the same thing with Riri. It's the same thing with the Justin Biebers and the Selenas and the Adeles. Like, a lot of these artists, they don't write their music even if they get a writing credit because at the end of the day, they're able to have that type of power to say, listen, I won't put out the song unless I get a writing credit. That's how they move. And the reason why they do that is because they want to make money off of their publishing. They won't be able to make money off their publishing if they don't have any writing credits, okay? Because publishing is what you write. So at the end of the day, I can understand why they do it. Is it wrong? Absolutely. But Walmart Yonsei was just exposed for that a few months ago. She's not even big and she's doing it. Stealing writing credits for songs she didn't even write. So, that's the new thing a lot of artists are unfortunately doing, but I don't agree with it, but I do understand why. Now, moving on to Justin Bieber, he is receiving Donkey of the Day. Justin has reactivated his Instagram account after he deactivated it after crashing out. And it looks like he's still throwing shots at Selena. I mean, goodness gracious, what is wrong with this man? He needs to go to rehab quick. They need to send him in now. Now, he posted a video or a meme video saying me acting like a psycho daily when I'm just sweet, cute, innocent girly who crashes out sometimes. Then he posted a meme of girls on social media when they get engaged. Now, Selena got engaged to Benny Blanco, I think a few weeks ago. And ever since then, Justin has not been on his medication. Okay? Now, Justin, you're getting Donkey of the Day because you are married. Okay? I know you still got feelings for Selena, but maybe you shouldn't have cheated on her and married Hailey Bieber. Maybe you should have waited and married Selena when she was ready. Okay? But because she turned down your proposal, you went and rushed and married Hailey Bieber. You've been suffering ever since. Okay? To be quite honest, I feel like you haven't had a major hit record, a timeless hit record since you left Selena. So with that being said, you're receiving Donkey of the Day. This is unacceptable. Why are you acting like this? You're married. You have a child. Grow up. You are 30. You can't get mad because she moved on. You've been moved on. What is wrong with you? I don't get it. Like, men always do that. They be moving on and sleeping with this one and that one. As soon as you move on and want to get engaged or married, they want to throw a hissy fit and crash out. Like, Justin, stop. You got to grow up. Hailey, I would get a divorce. He's still stuck on his ex, throwing shade and shots all the time. He's stuck on Selena. You might as well move on. Now, Playboy bottom bussy Cardi and Queen Ari are competing for the #1 spot next week on the Billboard 200 album chart. According to predictions, Queen Ari is supposed to be doing 94,000. Playboy bottom bussy Cardi is supposed to be doing 95, 96,000. He has since trolled Queen Ari and posted her new, I guess, vinyl or album cover for her deluxe album. And he also posted a caption that said, "F it, I'm going 3 for 3." Which means he's going #1 for 3 weeks, okay? Because he was #1 last week and the week before. Now, with that being said, I think Queen Ari doesn't deserve to go #1, but I also don't think Playboy bottom bussy Cardi don't deserve to go #1 either, okay? I think Playboy bottom bussy's album was mid. I like Queen Ari. I think she's an icon in the game, but I didn't really care for her deluxe. So I really don't care who goes number one. I really think that Selena deserved to go number one. I thought her album with Benny Blanco was kind of fire, but unfortunately, y'all did not support. Okay, y'all never support Selena when it comes to the music. Okay, but she's not that talented anyway, but y'all still should support her because Tate Murray ain't that talented and y'all support her. She can't sing a lick. All she do is whisper on the beat and do splits. Okay, but she really can't sing like that either. Yet she be going number one. Now, moving on from that, Champagne Thickum's lawyer have sent a rule letter about the use of streaming farms in regards to Not Like Us. Champagne Thickum's lawyer and Champagne Thickums intend to withdraw those claims in their complaint, okay? So basically, they want to withdraw the botting allegations against Not Like Us for whatever reason. And, you know, that will no longer be part of the lawsuit. I'm kind of confused how the lawsuit still exists, because if you accuse an artist of using, you know, streaming farms and botting or whatever, and you said that was the reason why the song blew up and it was so big and it affected your career, you know, and now you're withdrawing that portion in a defamation lawsuit, you really don't have a case. Because if there was no botting or streaming farms, according to Champagne Thickum's lawyer, you know, they're withdrawing that from the lawsuit. I don't see how they have a case. I'm very confused by how this case hasn't got dismissed yet. But that's not all. Touring data has revealed that Kung Fu Kenny and SZA's world tour, they're doing a stadium tour, North America and overseas, but this is just the North America portion. It is 90% sold out. 20 out of 23 shows are sold out, and each stadium that they're doing has roughly about 49,000 capacity. So congratulations to Kung Fu Kenny and SZA. I'm sure when the tour starts, all 23 shows is probably going to be sold out. A lot of people buy tickets last minute. I witnessed it at the Metro and Future concert when people were saying that Metro and Future's tour was flopping last year. I remember that was the narrative. I went to that show. It was packed. I'm like, why are people buying tickets last minute? Like, they was really buying tickets last minute, and it was so packed. I was highly upset that y'all lied to me and said Future and Metro were not selling out. Okay, so you really can't believe nothing on the internet. And if Torn Data says it, I believe it, because they have not shown Megan Thee Stallion's tour sales at all. They only show some shows, but they haven't revealed everything from the Megan Thee Stallion and Gorilla Glue tour that happened last year. So that's how you know they hiding stuff. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.